So, over the past year or so, we've seen Russell Brand become more and more of a Woo merchant, I suppose is the best way to call him. He hasn't yet become a merchant of Woo, but I suspect probably by this time next year he will almost certainly be a merchant of Woo. And what do I mean by this? Well, if you haven't been watching him recently, I don't watch him all the time, but I just like to keep tabs on him because he's a very, very peculiar character. And he flirts with conspiracy theories, and more he's started delving into Woo, which brings me to an interesting question, because who else had a similar pattern to Russell Brand, who was in the mainstream for quite some time, and then had sort of an epiphany, which Russell Brand seems to have had. And then, because of that epiphany, they started going more and more to Woo. And then they went on tour. And lo and behold, who is going on tour? In fact, he's on tour right now, pushing his new brand of Woo. Because yes, according to Russell Brand, your gender is not defined by your genetics in your birth. No, it's apparently a choice you have, because apparently at that age you are so aware of your own consciousness that you have some sort of ability to choose your own gender, which quite frankly makes sod all sense. And he's been pushing other woo-woo theories. Now, I'm not 100% sure on what his opinion is on like alternative medicine and things like that. I'd be very interested to see what that is. I'd be interested to give him sort of a litmus test on what he thinks to the flat Earth theory, if he thinks that it's true or not. That'd be very interesting. But as again, I said he flirts with conspiracy theories, and lo and behold, some of you might have already pegged who I'm comparing him to. If you haven't, then I'm comparing him to David Icke, because yes, they have a sort of, at this point, quite a similar career path, but compared to David Icke, Brand has a lot more bigger mainstream following. So is Brand the next David Icke? It would be a very interesting question, discussion topic, I think, to have. I don't think he's there yet in terms of what he's saying, but I think he's going to slowly slide that way, and certainly probably by this point next year we'll probably be able to say that yes, Russell Brand is the next David Icke. In fact, it would be the most awful yet interesting thing to see is those two actually talking together, even though I know Icke doesn't like Brand at all. It would be fascinating to see those two actually talking together. Just I think that would probably bring out some absolute sheer comedy to it. It really would.